Welcome to Fallout 76, this is Jim. In this video we're going to take a look at the weekly challenges that we got. It starts on Tuesday, March the 4th. It goes to next Tuesday, March the 11th, 2025. Let's take a look at this week's weekly challenges and see what we get. Alright, we get some good ones here. I have many videos on my channel that'll help you guys out and get different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas out there if you're brand spanking new player to the game. If you're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily, weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that'll help you. I try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. And of course, you guys are awesome with great comments and tips, which are greatly appreciated. If you are wondering why I have a little more score going on than you, take a look at the top right hand corner of the screen. I have a 25% boost going on right now. Of course, I claimed that right out of the current Season 19 Season Pass on 3 pages. A 5%, 10%, additional 10%, equaling 25%. Of course, you can claim that by being a Fallout First member, or by paying the 1,500 atoms for the Season Pass. Now, this current Season 19 is quickly coming to an end, so we do have 2 weeks left. So I just got word that the Season 20 Glow of the Ghoul will be coming Tuesday, March 18th, 2025. So I was kind of predicting to people it would be next Tuesday, March the 11th, but in fact it'll be 2 weeks from now, March 18th, 2025. So just an FYI, if you do have tickets in the Season Pass right now, you better to use them within the next 2 weeks, because once we get that new update on Tuesday, March 18th, 2025, those tickets will be gone. The tickets are not transferable, just in case you're brand new to the game and you're thinking, oh, nothing really I like onto the Season Pass, so I'm just going to save them. You can't do that. You have to use them up because the tickets do not transfer to the next season. So just an FYI there. Now, I did re-roll a couple of weekly challenges here. One was to collect 2,500 caps. I got this one here instead, scrap done to produce lead 30. And I did reroll complete a daily ops 3. And you got this one here instead, kill a Gulper 10. So just an FYI, you see two that are a little bit different than you. And as you can tell, I finally got my hands on a glowing fashionette mask, which is pretty cool. So yesterday, after making the daily challenge video, I was waiting for it to upload to YouTube, and I had played Fashionette Day event, and sure enough, I finally, after donating so many masks and other stuff and playing so much the last 2 weeks, I finally got my hand on this glowing A mask, which is, in my mind, probably one of the best masks that was available to us, and I'm glad I was able to get this one. So thanks for everyone's support and kind words, and I hope you guys were able to get a glowing mask. So I thought, you know what, let's wear the glowing mask just so I can kind of show it off, and finally got one. Yeah, good stuff. Lots of patience there, I'm telling you. Alright, let's take a look here. I apologize if my voice is a little crackly. I do have something on the mic that kind of keep you guys from detecting that, but yeah, I am kind of feeling a little bit under the weather. I do feel better, but for the last 4 or 5 days, and I think I'm on the back 9 of it here now, but I do find my voice a little bit crackly, especially if I talk a lot. So just an FYI there. Alright, let's take a look here and see what we can do. A couple we can do right here in our camp. Let's go ahead and take a look at this one here first. Scrap trying to produce acid 15. So you see I have it partially done. And of course we did that during the daily challenge video, which I made just before this one. Now we can get acid in many great ways and around the wasteland. I believe Yowai bears, snallygasters. We do have a camp resource that gives us acid. It's this bad boy right here, this butterfly sanctuary. There's a Mothman moth sanctuary that says a reskin of this one. It does the same exact thing, collect 10 waste acid. Just an FYI, grafted monsters are a good source of acids, just an FYI there. So chlorine bags, we actually went out for fertilizer bags during the daily challenge video, but today, in this episode, we're going to go after chlorine bags, and we're going to go get them right here at Silva Homestead. So let's pop over here today. Alright, so we're going to be right up on the hill in that red barn. Let's pop up here. I believe in Flatwoods there's a couple of makeshift batteries. They're also a pretty good source of acid as well. Alright, so let's pick up a chlorine bag here. As you can see, one chlorine bag, if I can pick it out here. Sorry, one bag of chlorine equals 3 acid. So that's a pretty good source there. Let's just pick them up. Antifreeze bottle, I believe, too. Yeah, look at that, 2 acid. For the red bottles of antifreeze, if you know, there's a good little supply of them. Even these Abraxo cleaners in the industrial version, now they also gives us a little bit of acid, just 1 acid is there, as well as some antiseptic. So pretty good source there. Let's go ahead and down here and we'll scrap them. Actually, we'll just go back to our camp and scrap them. That will kind of lead us into the next challenge. Now again, you can scrap this stuff at any workbench, another player's camp, or wherever there's a workbench around, train station, what have you. Right, let's scrap this up here. So their Brexo cleaner. Little bags of chlorine here. There we go. Scrap drive to produce acid. Done, just like that. Nice and quick. But again, the bulk and scrap method is definitely where it's at for that one there. And again, the bulk and scrap method, you just go to bulk acid. So to make 1 bulk acid, 2 plastic, 15 waste acid, you go ahead and you bulk your 1 acid, then you scrap it. Hands down the fastest, quickest, easiest way to complete this daily challenge. More so for the folks that are kind of short on time, or for the people just like to get things done quick and easy. But again, if you are short on time, the bulk and scrap method is where it's at for that one. All right, let's see what's next here. You hit the right button, Jim. Scrap junk to produce lead 30. So again, lead is a junk item. We can use the bulk and scrap method if we go craft at a tinker's workbench. Any tinker's workbench will do. Go to bulk, go to the L section. To bulk 1 lead, you need 20 lead scrap. 2 plastic, you go ahead and you bulk your lead, and then you scrap it. Use hands down the fastest, quickest, easiest way to complete this daily challenge again. Just like many other types of junk item. More so for the folks that are kind of short on time, or for the people that just like to get things done quick and easy. Okay. Weights are a good source of lead. Of course, we could find a bunch of weights right over here at the Charleston Fire Department, and even up here in good old Flatwoods in the Green Country Lodge. One of those rooms has quite a bit of weights around, so that's a pretty good spot there as well. Tin cans are a good source of lead. 1 tin can gives us 2 steel and 1 lead. One of the best ways to do that is canned chimes. So when you disarm canned chimes, you actually get 9 cans of lead. There's actually quite a bit of them down here in Camden Park. There's one right here at Wells Station. Another great spot for that is up here at Eastern Regional Penitentiary. Right over here at the Crevice Dam. Sunday Brothers Cabin. So once when you spawn in, you go towards the main house, but you don't go to the main house itself. You kind of stop. There's a little house or a little shack on the left-hand side with a cane-to-cane roof. There's all kinds of tin cans in there as well. And up here in Helvetia, and that kind of that off blue house just across the street from the yellow house on the main road on the corner. You head upstairs to the kitchen. There's a bunch of tin cans up there as well. Let's go to the Charleston Fire Department. And we will pick up some lead down here. Let's do something a little bit different. We usually go after the cans or the can chimes, so let's pop in here after the weights here. And again, this is a little bit of a lead farm, okay? It always has been, so it is possible that you can kind of server hop this a couple of servers if you're on public ones. And there'll be no weights here at all. So just an FYI, just prepare yourself that you may have to server hop a couple of times now. It's been a little while since I've been here, so just kind of pardon if I'm just kind of looking around. Yeah, that's some cans there. That's pretty good. Probably upstairs, isn't it, Jim? Let's go upstairs here. It's down here. Oh. Get this thing to work. Where is this weight room at, Jim? Huh. Let's keep going here. I guess it's been a little while for this cat. I know it exists here. It just been a little bit of a hot minute here.
Fire breather detected. Stay frosty.
There we go. Right in here. Right next to Tiffany Vandrant. Let's go ahead. We're going to pick up our weights here. Now, weights do require a lot of carry weight. So just an FYI there that if you do choose, you'll have to scrap them. But as you can see, there's just tons of weights here. Tons of them. Oh, one right there we missed. All right, let's go ahead and scrap this stuff. I believe there is a workbench around somewheres here. Whoa, not that way.
Examination complete.
All right, let's go ahead and scrap this stuff. Now, as you can see in the middle, how much lead. So 10-pound weights, 5 lead. You just kind of keep going here, and then like, look at all the lead you're getting. Pretty good, eh? Nice. All right, good stuff. Let's see what's next here. Let's go ahead and collect a Teapot 5. So one of my most popular videos here on the channel looking for teapots is actually up here at the Palace of the Winding Path. You can get anywhere from 7 to 15 up here, so it's a really good spot. There's about 1 or 2 in around Blue Ridge Bunkhouse, 1 or 2 in around Settlers Ridge. I believe there's around 1 or 2 in around the Overseer's home. The giant teapot has about 3 of them there. Now there's 2 different type of teapots here. There's like the old-fashioned style that we're kind of used to seeing in terms of teapots, and there's like these house-looking teapots. All right, so they also count. So just an FYI there. Appalachian Antiques, which is right down here. There's 2 of them down here as well. That's a pretty good spot, just to name a couple of spots. Let's go up here to the Palace of the Winding Path. It's been a little while since I've been up here looking for teapots, so let's pop up here today. And again, always remember when I show you these locations, and if you're limited to public servers, that these areas you may have to server hop a couple of times, because everyone and their dog will be going after the stuff. We do have a week to do it, so just kind of keep that in mind. We do have that going for us, but you may have to server hop for certain things, okay? Because you can go to these places and the place just be cleaned right out. So we're actually going to head right downstairs here. Shut this light off real quick. This door here. As you can see, there's 2 of them right there. Or at least 1 of them anyway. Let's get this guy. There's our teapot here. He kind of flunged over. Alright. So that teapot that flung over there real quick is actually right here. That's where it's usually sitting right here, okay? So just an FYI, you have an explosive weapon like this here, and there's the other one there. Right, so there'd be two of them right here. Usually he's right here on this table. Right over here, there'll be a bunch more. One right there. One right there. Right across from us here, one right here. Nice, and there'll be one more right there. There should be one more right over here. Good stuff. And if you keep heading down this hallway, you'll eventually get to a kitchen area, and there should be 3 more at least up in that area. So just an FYI, I would say it's one of the best spots for teapots. All right, let's see what's next here. All right, yeah, harvest the wild plant or fungi 30. Okay, so we think of wild plants, we think of the forest area in general. Okay, but there's also crops. Crops are also considered wild plants, such as corn, razor grain, tato plants or tato plants, whatever you want to call them. All right. So great spots for that is up here, Cobbleton Farm. All kinds of corn down here at Silva Homestead, razor grain at Billings Homestead. We have that little red barn just around the corner from Big Al's Tattoo Parlor under the overpass. We have out behind the General Steakhouse. Bunch of unmarked farms right along this little roadway down here, just an FYI. And again, forest area. Even if you came up here to the Wayward, cross the stream, walked all the way down here, there's like so many plants. Like it's just crazy. You'll be able to fulfill that in no time at all. Cross the stream and walk back, right? And even at the Wayward, there's some corn that you can even collect up there. Glowing fungus, again, just as I mentioned, between the Wayward and Flatwoods. Most areas, mostly every region will have glowing fungus in it. One of the best spots here is Nuka World on Tour, which is a free fast travel once when you discover it. The Tunnel of Love. You don't have to wait for that event to be going on. You can walk right in the Tunnel of Love, and you can pick up all that glowing fungus that's in there. Just a name, just to give you a pretty good spot for that. Let's go do that, actually. Let's go to the Nuka World on Tour. And again, if you have corn, razor grain, etc. in your camp, then even better, right? Or if you have a camp that's designated for crops, and you can always collect from them as well, just to save yourself a little time. So here's the Tunnel of Love. And again, you don't have to wait for that event to be going on. You can just walk right in. Now, when you are harvesting flora, there is a perk card that will help you out. Under Perception, it's called Green Thumb. We twice as much with harvesting flora, so instead of 1, you pick up 2. Now, it's not going to help us out here for the challenge, but if you are legitimately looking to harvest plants, let's say you're a herbivore, right? And even if you're a carnivore like myself, it just saves us a whole lot of time. It's not a card that you throw out or get rid of. Alright, so we were here just the other day, so we did pick all these guys up. So let's go ahead. We're going to collect some more here. And again, if you are new to the game, you never played Fallout 76 before, and you get to these areas, and glowing fungus is just one of many things, and mothman, eggs, brain fungus, etc. And you're thinking, okay, I can see it. Why am I not picking up? There's something wrong with my game. There's nothing wrong with your game. It's just the way it is. So just like to kind of point that stuff out to people, because we do get a lot of new people here on the channel, and the game doesn't really, people don't really explain that well enough, and I always try to include that in the videos, just because I know I'm going to be asked, and it just kind of creates a lot less confusion for people if I just take a minute out to kind of explain it. Oh yeah, right over here. Nice and peaceful in here, but there's no event going on, is there? There should be some more over here. There we go, done. Look at that. There's you have some to spare right over here. Perfect. Easy. Alright, good stuff. Let's see what's next. Kill kill a cultist, sorry. Kill a cultist 25. So, as you can see, we do get it partially done. We did that during our daily challenge video, but some cultists, check that out here on the map. I'm overweight, of course. So, we're looking for this type of icon here. One of the few exceptions to that is, of course, down here in Point Pleasant. But we know we can find at least 20 cultists down here. Squishy cultists in the forest area can Clancy Manor. We do have the Oregon Cave. Again, just one cave. These are just 3 different entrances. We have good old Point Pleasant. A little bit more of a challenge. We have Crossroads. We have the Sacramento Glade. Lucky Hole Mine. Johnson's Acre. Just to name a couple there for you. Let's get rid of whatever we have going on here. Let's get a booster drink into us. Carry weight booster. Help ourselves out here, okay. Let's just go to Point Pleasant. Oh, and this one down here, Kanawha County Cemetery. That's where we did our daily challenge video. Let's go to good old Point Pleasant here. Alright. Now we can kill these guys any which way if you have a couple grenades or what have you. Any type of weapon will do. Take all, Jimmy. There we go. Ah. Lock and load, Jim boy. Ouch. See if we can get him up. Oh. Awesome. Where'd that guy go? His body, disappeared, didn't it? Huh. That's weird. Okay, whatever, man. Whatever. Whatever, game. Holy Mothman, he says. There we go. Sure, we're lock and loaded before we head over that ramp there. Point blank. Love that. I'm gonna heal myself here before I die. Holy mackerel, what was that? I don't know where the bodies are going, but they're disappearing. Weird. Okay. Let's see what's next here. Yo, Mirelurk 30. Okay, good stuff. So let's take a look here. Right up here, Toxic Dried Lake Bed. There's 6 of them up here. 5 of them here at the New River Gorge Resort, out more so out back and around the pool area. Ohio River Adventures, and even the little Mirelurk hatchlings that you get from the eggs exploding when you try to harvest them, they also count as a Mirelurk. 4 of them down here, Lake Reynolds. Oh. Right over here in Summersville. Now, once upon a time, a little over 2 years ago, the house with the burnt books and the graveyard next to it used to be one of the best spots for Mirelurks, but not anymore. But we can still go down to the water's edge, and there's still 3 of them down there. There's 2 of them that are together, but they're kind of partially submerged. There's one a little bit further down, and it'll be right next to a ghoul. Wow, you guys are relentless today, aren't they? Looking for a little bit more of a challenge from Mirelurks. We have Vault 94, Quarry X3, Hemlock Spring Stump, and Slumber Mill Motel, just to name a couple of great spots there. Let's go to Toxic Dried Lake Bed, and we'll get those ones that are over here. Oh, we're finally in Caution, that's good. Okay, let's go ahead here. So again, there should be 6 of them here. Actually, let's take a look at the next challenge here. Yeah, eat a cooked meal 30. So, you can actually go after these Mirelurks, okay? And collect their meat at the same time. What is going on here? Why are their bodies despawning like that so quickly? Huh. Let me know in the comments if that happened to you today. I do know the featured section of the Atomic Shop isn't really working right now. Like, we can still go to the Atomic Shop and go to the other sections, but featured section is not available. But as when I'm making this video anyway, but I don't know what's going on here. Let's grab this Mirelurk meat. So that's what you can do when you're killing these Mirelurks. Go out, pick up their Mirelurk meat, okay? And that's just an option there for you guys. Nice. Okay, let's go after another place here. Let's go down here to New River Gorge Resort. Let's pop down here. Yeah, it's so odd. I thought maybe the bodies were being flung somewhere. That tends to happen with this particular weapon, but yeah, it's weird. We're not going to go to the resort itself. We're just going to kind of run down the road here, and we're going to sneak in through the back way, what they call it, to the pool area, or what was once the pool area. And there should be 3 of them right down here. Lock and load here, Jimmy. Get the Mirelurk meat again. Where's the other guy at here? Sometimes he kind of hides in the pool area. Right there. Doesn't even know I'm here. Roll and keep on rolling there, baby. Kick him around a little bit. And that's just a suggestion, but even if you're a herbivore... Oh my lord, are you kidding me? Is that a 3-star legendary? Wow. Being trolled by that thing. My high level and low level. Crazy. So here's the little house, as I mentioned. Oh. Here's the house. So the door is boarded up, so you can either get in from the roof or from underneath this house. Okay. If you can come in through the roof, is better because they're pretty much on top of you. If you try to get in through the roof, or sorry, the other area there. Nice. Yep, just pick up the meat. Doesn't matter if you're a herbivore. You can just cook it up and eat it. It's just a daily challenge. Like, you could just do it while you're, doing just a couple things you could do at the same time, right? And playing it that way if you so wish. Alright, so there's the 5. Let's go over here to Ohio River Adventures. Get those things trying to attack me there. Oh my lord. Oh, they're coming into the basement too. Alright. Ohio River Adventures. There we go. It's funny, they don't usually come after me when I'm inside this house, but guess it happened today. Alright, so there'll be a couple of grown adults right where you spawn in. Might be one down here as well, so it's always good to kind of check. Should be another one that's up in this area. It's always good to kind of use your VATs to kind of pinpoint them, but only one here today. He could have killed it already. Let's go down to the water's edge here. Now let's go ahead. We're going to try to... So when you harvest these eggs, either you pick them up or they explode. And the little hatchlings will pop out. And watch how this counts. Alright, so you see how they count it? Even those little baby hatchlings there. Huh. Good stuff. So I usually try to open these up as much as I can because it's an explosive weapon. Because what can happen is you'll actually accidentally destroy the eggs. If you have like a weapon like this, it'll, destroy them. So that's just a suggestion as well. One more little patch of eggs over here. But I more or less just kind of wanted to show you how these little hatchlings will count towards your Mirelurk, killing of the Mirelurk. Oh, we can't pick that guy up. Oh, there we go. Alright, that's not too bad. Nice. So we actually did pretty good there. And you can actually server hop this a couple times and should be able to complete the weekly challenge in no time at all. Alright, let's go down here to Lake Reynolds. Should be 4 of them down here. Now, there's usually a hunter and a razor claw down here, so just kind of keep an eye out for that. Let's log and load. I think I got all the meat there. Yeah, I did, yeah. Alright, good stuff. There's a hunter over here. Nice. Alright, and we have, how many we got there? 27, so we only need a couple more. So let's finish this off at Quarry X3, shall we? Now, there is a Mirelurk Queen that's inside that water. And if you're real lucky, there'll be a Scorch Beast flying around. So, what in the world are we caught on there? Erp. She's probably going to wake up. Oops. Oh, there she is there. Let's go over here. She didn't notice us. Sometimes she just goes right back down in the water. Alright, so there is a Mirelurk King here, so I suggest you make sure you're locked and loaded. Hit him as hard as you can. Huh! That is hilarious. Yeah, he, Oh my lord! Oh. Panic attack! Panic attack, Jim. Yeah, have a nice life. Holy mackerel. Wow. Oh, what's going on there? Oh, did she find me? I think she did. I think she saw me. Oh, she did. Oh, here she comes. Look at that thing, will ya? Tripping her up there. That's kind of funny, eh? You get buddy over there just watching from the foreground there. Now she's sitting there, little minions after me. Huh! Yeah, whatever, buds. What's next? Let's head back to our camp. And we'll take a look at the next ones. That was pretty funny, actually. We took her legs right out from underneath her there. Leaning up on that truck. She said, yeah, I should have just stayed in the water. Excuse me. Oh. All right. Let's take a look at this next one here. Eat a cooked meal 30. So again, it can't be a plant-based meal. It can't be a meat-based meal. If you went after those Mirelurks, and that's what I suggest to people, that just pick up the Mirelurk meat. You're killing them anyway. You can pick up the meat and then cook them up and then eat them. Doesn't matter if you're a herbivore, just eat them. It's still going to count. If you really, want to stick to your guns there and just eat plant-based meat, if you're a herbivore, you can definitely do it that way. Go after some corn, some razor grain, cook them up. If you have corn and razor grain, etc. in your camp, it just saves you a whole lot of time. Again, for corn and razor grain, etc., we have Cobbleton Farm. Silva Homestead for corn, Billings Homestead for razor grain. Just around the corner from Big Al Tattoo Parlor under the overpass, that little red barn there, we have a couple crops there. A bunch of crops out behind the General Steakhouse. A bunch of farms down here. If you want to go down through Flatwood, it's a pretty good spot. There's a lot of blood leaves, a lot of glowing fungus down through there. You can actually craft some simple blood leaf tea, right? And that will also count, even though it's a tea, it's still considered a cooked meal. You can go up here to the pumpkin house, grab a bunch of pumpkins, and there's actually a pumpkin pie recipe, but craft a bunch of pumpkin pies and do it that way, right? So as long as it's a cooked meal at the end of the day. We also have camp resources here. Now, these are more geared towards carnivores for, the actual camp resource. But again, it's still considered not only a meat-based meal, but a cooked meal. Okay? This Deathclaw slow cooker not only collects meat, but cooks meat. Mirelurk steamer, again, not only collects meat, cooks meat. This pemmican collector we got in Season 17 that everyone was able to get their hands on using tickets. Again, meat-based meal, a cooked meal. So these are 3 camp resources you can get your hands on. More so these 2 in the atomic shop when they pop up. That just saves you a lot of time. Right? And if you're a person that is short on time and only able to play maybe, once or twice a week, right, having camp resources is invaluable. All right. And for everyone else, if you do have the time, definitely nothing wrong with doing it the old-fashioned way. I find Flatwoods is a pretty good spot. It's where I usually take people, and that's what we did during our daily challenge video. And again, in Flatwoods is about 9 Brahmin. There's about 3 mole rats here at the Green Country Lodge, plus an opossum. A little bit further up the road, we have the 3 mongrels up on the hill. Sometimes there's rat stags there with foxes, rabbits, etc. 2 more opossums and a bunch of Brahmin down here, down by the tavern area. 6 mongrels up here at Aaronhold Homestead. Grafton Dam, good spot for mutant hound, right? Wolves, for wolf ribs, we have the Automaker cabins. If you're lucky enough to spawn in Leader of the Pack here at Tyler County Fairgrounds, there's 3 packs of wolves, right? So again, just pick up that meat, harvest the crops and craft your meals there. So let's go to our cooking station. Let's go all food. Here's some meat that we had gotten. Let's craft some glowing fungus soup here. Bunch of Mirelurk meat that we picked up from killing those Mirelurks. Let's go. I don't know if I have any blood leaves. I think I crafted both of them earlier. Yeah, we did. Okay. Just to kind of show you how the teas work. So let's go ahead here. Again, under stats, just to show you how I am a carnivore. Mutation. Now let's go back under item. And we're going to craft or eat some glowing fungus soup, which is considered a plant-based meal. So you see how that counts? Let's go ahead here. Just going to go ahead and eat the stuff that we had crafted. Yeah, and just like that, eat a cooked meal. And again, camp resources will win at the end of the day. Because, the majority of people just want to get these daily, weekly challenges done. And if you have these resources in your camp, then saves you a lot of time. If you have a little bit more time on your hands, definitely, you can do things the old-fashioned way. Nothing wrong with that. Get some XP at the same time. Alright, let's see what's next here. Scrap a pipe gun 20. Okay, so if you haven't played in a while, let's say within the last 5 or 6 months, the update we got on December 3rd, 2024, the drop rate for weapons and even armor has significantly been reduced. So if you come back to the game, haven't played it for a little while, and you're thinking, okay, what's going on? Why aren't I collecting the weapons and the armor that I did before? It's just because they had changed the game, right? And they could do that at any time. But we can still get pipe guns, or weapons off of enemies. I find up here, Morgantown Airport's pretty decent, those Scorch that are there. And even some super mutants that are in around Grafton, Eastern Regional Penitentiary, North Kanawha Lookout, and even the super mutants that are down here in Newgad, they'll have pipe weapons on them, right? We can find a pipe weapon here, Somerville Stocks, in the bigger building. just sitting on one of the tables there. As well as there's some pipe weapons that are in the houses and on top of the rooftops here in Welsh. Just name a couple places there for you. But what I usually suggest to people is just craft them if you can, and then scrap them. Alright, so in this case, scrap pipe guns, we will have to craft 20 of them and then scrap them. So you may be able to do half of them and then maybe go after the other half. We do have a whole week for it, so you know, just kind of keep that in mind. Do a couple of events, maybe you know, collect all. Maybe you'll pick up some pipe weapons that way from completing events. Right, just another option. Let's go craft. Down here, the pipe guns down here. Now, these guys here, you can craft at level 1. And when I started my low-level character last summer, 2024, I was able to craft these right out of the gate, right out of the vault. And even though they require, you know, a few materials, every one of those materials we could find in Flatwoods. Alright, just an FYI. So let's craft some pipe bolt action pistols, some level 1s. In my case, I have all kinds of stuff here. Now, if you don't have Fallout First access to a scrap box, it might be a little bit harder for you. And that's why I suggest, you know, we have all week. I gave you guys a couple of locations where you can find some pipe weapons. You know, do a couple of events. A good event is Collision Course up in Morgantown. That's a event that you can spawn in by yourself, even if you're on a private server. So that's just another option for you. Okay. And I'm just showing you the fastest way to do this. Let's go ahead. We're going to scrap these pipe weapons that we just crafted here. And if you're short on time, like you're really short on time, you don't have the materials to do this, you know, you can always just re-roll it, right? If you think it's going to be too much for you for the week, you can always just re-roll. That's always an option for you as well. Alright, I think we got one more here. Kill a Gulper 10. So I did this one for the last because I find on a server for myself, I can't find all 10. Alright, and that's why I usually kind of keep it for last. So Gulpers, there's 2 of them. When you spawn here at Dire Chemical, you actually spawn a little bit further up the road here. And just off the road, there should be 2 Gulpers there. And then, of course, Gulper Lagoon, there'll be 4 of them here. Back in the day, there used to be 6, but now there's only 4. Now, if you get on a server where you're really lucky, if you come here to Dolly Salt's Wilderness Campground, sometimes there'll be Gulpers just hanging around, and you'll have to clear the Gulpers before you're able to claim that workshop. So you can always try that out as well. Usually there's about 4 or 5 Gulpers in around there. But that's if you're lucky. Let's go to Dire Chemical. And we'll take care of the 2 Gulpers here. Again, we will probably have to server hop. Alright, let's crouch here. Let's get rid of this cat. Where's the other guy at? Oh, he's hiding behind there. He's heading for the hills. Alright, so there's our 2 there. Did that one even count? Oh, it only count as 1. Oh, because he's dead. What in the world? You gonna be okay there, Buds? Buds, he's twitchy. He's a little twitchy there, but he's still alive. That is weird. It's like he fell asleep or something. Just like that Mirelurk Queen. That is so weird. What is going on here? I don't know, guys. I don't know. Let's go to Gulper Lagoon. And we'll take care of the 4 that are up there. Gosh, that's so odd. Now these guys can be hanging out in the trees, so keep an eye out for that. Oh, boys. Where's the other guy at? He's still down here, isn't he? He's got electrical shock. Electrical shock treatment, that's what's going on there. Okay. So that's server hop. Let's quit this session. And we will go on a public server here. As you see there, top right hand corner, March 18th for Glow of the Ghoul Season 20. Alright, good stuff, that's fine. This guy's a legendary, nice. Oh, boys. Let's collect some stuff here. All right. Look at this last guy. Lock and load here first, Jim. Oh my lord! I only got two left. See that? Wow. That's Oh, we can't even go to that camp, can we? Wow. Let's go to trading post here. Wow. Oh, I can't fast travel either. Way to do me, game. Way to do me here. Carry weight booster is what I'm looking for. I'll pop us over just barely. Gosh, that is crazy. Crazy, crazy. Actually, let's activate this camp here. Halloween camp. And we'll just go to our ammo. Unfortunately, I don't have any other weapons on me. I know you guys think that's weird, having only one weapon on you. I do have weapons, I guess, weapons that I picked up, but they're not as good as this one. Just like basic. Pop in here, get some more ammo. I can't believe I went through that much ammo. Bizarre. Sell. That's what we're using. 600 will do. 100. There we go. Alright. We'll head back. We'll take care of that last little dude. There's no one else up there, so that's fine. Even better. It just means we'd spend more time together, that's all. You guys don't mind. Fine, buddy. There you go, kill a Gulper. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Alright. Anything can happen in this game. We are done. Sweet. I'll head back to our camp here. And go over weapon of the day. I can't keep bringing it to the other one because someone else is already there. Because we had switched to the other server there, so. As fun as a weapon as it could be, it likes the ammo. Weapon of the day. Stalker's Tactical Pepper Shaker. Not combat, plus 100% vast accuracy. At plus 50% action point cost. Projectiles explode for plus 20% weapon damage. Plus 15 bonus VATS critical charge. It is Stalker's Explosive Lucky. It is a dual barrel laser magazine. Gunner sight. And default appearance does 16 times 8 damage. 16 times 8 electrical damage. It takes cell. It is automatic. It is a very fun weapon to use. Now, if you've never used a pepper shaker before, I highly recommend that you owe it to yourself to at least try it. You can use shotgun shells, plasma, or what I'm using right now, the laser, which is the cell, okay? And of course, you get those mods from rigs using Ghoul Bouillon. Now, the thing with the pepper shaker is that it can benefit from a shotgunner build or a heavy gunner build. So right now I'm using a shotgunner build, even though I'm using cell. Okay, I know it's weird. It goes against everything that we know. But when I switch between the shotgunner build or heavy gunner build, nothing changes. All right. So just an FYI. And of course, rigs is right up here, Vault 79. That's where you get the mods for this bad boy. So again, let's take a look at these perk cards here. So right now I'm using a shotgunner build, master shotgunner, expert shotgunner, sturdy frame, scatter shot, skeet shooter, concentrated fire, grenadier, suppressor, tenderizer, covert operative, enforcer, white knight, adrenaline, these random luck cards which randomly pops in when they're being activated. Legendary perk cards, these don't change for me. They all stay the same. I'm very happy with them. And they're all maxed out. Nice. Yeah, so there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you have the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, Not Me But Me, Yes Me That's Me, Drew Andrew, Demon, Confoundedbridge, Corne van Niekerk, Ben Durant, John DJ59. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.